talk about freak weather in Pennsylvania. We had easily an inch of snow. And this morning, or today, I guess I should say, got up to dang near 70. Tomorrow, anybody have a guess what the temp's gonna be? 38. And tonight's low is 27. So, the road that I drive down to get to the main road, it's covered by all these trees. And the snow and all that will melt, but the road is kind of swampy, is the best way to put it. Right now I'm just doing a quick ride. It's going to be getting dark in about an hour. So I think I'm just going to do a quick loop. Now, for those of you who said about the camera angle and all that, I did try to mess with that, but I'm gonna have to look at maybe getting into a different mic adapter, because I have one of those gooseneck mics and kind of dependent where I can put it with that. I also don't want a purple panda mic because that mic cord is way too long and I don't feel like fishing that to my helmet. But, you know, if the quality is okay and the angle's not too bad, you know, I might just leave it for the time being, to be honest. I'm not too banana shape about it. So we'll see what happens. I do plan on stopping at this store here. Get that way. Short shifted there, so I might need to adjust my shifter. I did put these floorboards on, and the gap in between the floorboard and the shifter is not too bad. So that might be just something that I got to get used to, or something that I got to adjust, but honestly, that's a later problem. So I'm getting ready for my trip to go down to Forgotten Angels down in Florida. I do got to do a couple things before that. I got to get a new rear tire put on my bike. The tire that I have currently, it's not wore out, but just to and from is about, well, straight to and from is about 2,400 miles. And my rear tire that I have right now, it has probably close to 5,000 on it now. So in other words, I don't want to be getting down to Florida halfway. Watch the cinder here. They did salt a little bit, unfortunately. But I don't want to go down to Florida and then not feel confident my tire getting back, and I don't want to deal with finding a shop down there and getting it replaced. So I did order a tire that is delivered. So I do plan on getting that put on within the next couple weeks. So the weather, it's not terrible in Pennsylvania the next couple weeks. It's not going to be 70 for a while, that's for sure. So I'll probably end up just taking the rear tire off and taking it to a shop and just getting it done that way, instead of trying to ride the bike down and figuring that out. you know, like trying to time it. So I got a couple things. Oh, and I gotta change my oil before I do the trip. I always change my oil after I store my bike, and me storing the bike, you know, the oil was run on towards the end. So I plan on doing an oil change, getting a new rear tire put on, and just kind of looking over everything, you know, chain maintenance, tire pressure, stuff like that. Honestly, I'm starting to get excited about it. Well, yeah, look at all this here. You see that? So this is the kind of stuff you got to watch out for when you ride this time of year. We're on this back mountain road, so they tend to chip this heavily. So once we get up to kind of a more major route, it should be better. So I appreciate the guys that subscribed and watched my last video. Like I said, I am completely new to this. This is only my second video ever. Sorry I'm kind of talking and stopping. I'm trying to watch these corners here with the rock. But I do appreciate you guys, and then subscribers, thank you. Like I said before, at least it makes me feel good that I can post a video and there's at least a couple people watching them. That's a start for me, and I really appreciate it. And if you guys have YouTube videos as well, whatever it is, these don't have to be motorcycle related. If you got, you know, if you give me a follow, or even if you want to shout out, you don't even gotta subscribe to me, you know. I don't even care, you know. Motorcycles might not be your thing, but if you want to try to shout out your YouTube or drop a comment, feel free to do that. I'm not gonna have a fit over it. My goals are in about 21 days I'll be my way down to Florida, and so I'm breaking up my ride into 3 days. I don't want to push it, or, you know, try to do an iron butt off the bat. However, I do plan on maybe on the ride home, I'm thinking on, hey, it's Ferris wheel. I forgot, last week we were driving through Madisonburg here, and somebody has a Ferris wheel. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if they're redoing electrical work on it, or somebody bought it or what, but it is pretty insane. You know, fairs are pretty big wherever. Pennsylvania has quite a bit of fairs, that's for sure. God bless people that jog. I'm too chunky to jog. Good for them. If you have any questions for me about, you know, any feedback, like I said before, is always welcome. Any questions about, you know, what I do and what I enjoy, I don't mind, you know, having conversation on YouTube or in general. Try not to talk so much to give you guys some kind of experience and stuff. It's kind of what I do when I ride, you know. I take it in, and I just kind of it helps me with my mind because I think about a lot of stuff, and I think to the future a lot. It's kind of a blessing and a curse that I have. Work's been pretty good. I guess the most recent thing in my life that I'm kind of struggling with at the moment is my pap. He has stage 4 colon and liver cancer, and a couple weeks ago he was getting, well, they plan to do 3 rounds of operations to try and correct it. And the one operation is supposed to take 8 hours or 7 hours, took like 16 hours. And he recovered pretty well from that, but unfortunately his liver from the chemo, they had to remove part of his liver for the liver cancer. That was the first surgery. And because he was on chemo for too long, his liver's not responding, or there's not enough of it to have it grow back. And my pap has decided, you know, not to even try to get on a transplant list. He's kind of decided for himself, which I can respect, to let it be, essentially. And so I'm kind of mulling over that, and, you know, I know everybody goes through hardships with cancer or drug abuse or, you know, anything like that. And so, you know, like I said, I'm 26, I'm not super old, but it's like I can see like that rung in life, you know, like I can see it above me like a ladder, and I see all the crap that's on it, and I'm just trying to like sloth my way up to the next rung because I kind of know what's gonna happen. And it's just hard for me at the moment. But, you know, this summer, I'll try to spend time with them. You know, I'm just going to ask them straight up, kind of, you know, what do you want to do? Because, you know, I don't want to treat them like, you know, treat them like I don't know what's going on. I want to try to respect them in that way. But yeah, I still don't know how to deal with that, and that's okay. I get that. I understand. That's just the way it is. Turn always sneaks up on me. I always think it's that lot. It's always this one. But yeah, y'all, I'm just gonna run in and get some tea, and I guess we'll pick it up from there. Well, that was an experience. Oh, I gotta love local people, that's for sure. Had an older gentleman inside the store there get upset that he had to get carded to buy tobacco. Which I can get, but at the same time, you know, you shouldn't be yelling at the employee that has to uphold the policy. Because they're just doing their job, you know? People stress me out sometimes, man. I don't understand why people gotta make other people upset. Poor lady afterwards is all upset because she got yelled at for doing her job. Anyway, you know, it's like, yeah, you try to get, that's what riding's about, you know? People get you annoyed, go on a ride. So right now I am heading back home. It's probably going to dark in about 40 minutes. It kind of gets dark around here around 6. It's dark around 6. So, probably not much to film when it gets dark out. I'm actually kind of interested to see how the setup is because I was riding towards the sun for the whole way here. The sun's on our back now, so we'll see how that turns out. Honestly, I don't know how much or how long of a video this is going to be. I'm just kind of lost in thought at the moment with, you know, stuff going on in my personal life as well as what just happened with the events back there. But today it was around 70. I brushed the dogs out. They're starting to shed their winter coats, so I brushed them out, vacuumed a little bit, opened up the windows, did some spring cleaning or summer cleaning, and I'm telling you, that fresh air, that temperature, it really, really, really affects you. So I am itching for this warmer weather to be more consistent. This upcoming trip in March, I might do that, and then I do have a sissy bar bag, but I also have a waterproof duffel. And I'm going to try to fit everything into my waterproof duffel because I don't want to overpack. Like, honestly, I got to have, like, you know, tire plugs and, you know, some way to fill up my tires if I gotta patch them or plug them. So I do gotta bring some, you know, sockets, wrenches, stuff like that to adjust my chain along the way. I do gotta bring stuff like that. But I have a sissy bar bag, and I feel like anytime I use it, I overpack it because I'm trying to, like, fill it up to the point that I feel like it's worth it. And if I don't, then it kind of looks ridiculous because it takes up a lot of space and I don't have that much in it. With the waterproof duffel though, it seems like the right size. And it's a waterproof, which is a plus. I still cover it though, no matter what, you know, just to be safe. So that's kind of what I plan on taking on the trip here. I plan on taking just a waterproof duffel bag, excuse me. And then I'll have like my little toolkit. And I'll probably just try to, you know, if I can fit that in the duffel bag with my clothes and stuff like that, then I will. And then like at the hotels, I got Shad 23 bags. So I can take my saddlebags on and off. So whenever I go stay places, these saddlebags do lock. They do lock, which is nice. But I just don't feel comfortable with, you know, traveling 1,000 miles across multiple states and leaving my saddlebags out overnight. So I really like the the benefit of having removable saddlebags, and of course once that lock. So I plan on taking full advantage of that. Try to slow up for school buses because, you know, they can flick those lights on at any second. It's kind of late for a school bus to be out, so yeah, they had a long. So, you know, I'm on Instagram, Motobaggins96. I believe I got my YouTube handle the same as my Instagram now. I did change that over so there's less confusion, easier to carry over. It amazes me living through here. I've lived in this area for almost 5 years. I'm not from this area. I grew up like an hour and a half away. My family, you know, my immediate family, mom, dad, brother, sister, they all live in Pennsylvania too. So we all kind of born and raised here. They say that the couple things that you need to live in Pennsylvania is Yuengling beer to drink, Mrs. T's to eat, that's fitting. I'm just blown away with just how the shadows are coming through and how the sun's from the left coming through and hitting these houses and on the road here. It's something amazing, I tell you. Big temperature drop there. I bet that temperature, what it feels like, it probably dropped. It probably dropped at least 10 degrees. So I got these little fog lights installed. I just turned them on to help other drivers see me. So I bought one set. I went to put them on. I stripped out the threads on the one side. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Well, righty tighty went to righty loosey. So I ordered a new set because that was on me. There's a lot of gravel on this turn. We'll try to stick to where the tires go, because it's that middle section, the lane 2 section. It's full of that fine cinder that they lay down, and sometimes it's hard to see. And it's been a couple times where my rear tire has gone out. Thankfully it's my rear, because my rear tire, if it was my front tire, there's not much that you can do at that point. The rear tire slides out, you kind of counterbalance it, leave off the throttle, but the front tire, 9 times out of 10, you are going down. One of these days I just gotta take a picture through these trees of just, you'll catch the glimpse of the mountainside, and I just gotta get a picture of that sometime and put it in a video. Because going through it real quick, you kind of don't see it. And then when the summer comes, all these trees on the right and left, it's just gonna be a wall of green, and you ain't even gonna see the mountain range over there. These videos, they're definitely helping me get stuff off my mind, helping me focus. like I said from the start, these videos are for me, like in the sense of, you know, I want to pursue this, I want to learn this. And I want to kind of incorporate this into my hobbies. So that's what I'm doing. Right now, you kind of got to be careful through here. There's a lot of deer that will run through either side, honestly. And with it being a warmer day, I don't know if you know this about deer, but whenever it's warm, deer like to move. Whenever it's cold, they hunker down and keep warm. So anytime they get a 70-degree day out of the blue, that's when they move. That's when they try to get stuff done. So I always try to be extra careful about stuff like that. Like, look at that. Just gorgeous. Can't help myself sometimes. But that's gonna about do it for this one. I appreciate you guys sticking around. You guys have a good one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you stuck around, appreciate it.